There's a world out there, a world waiting for you. Waiting to be explored. Waiting for you to leave your mark. Question is, are you ready for takeoff? To see places you never imagined. We fly so you can touch the sky. Captain Flako invites you to sit back, relax, and enjoy the views as we take the skies. Welcome to That Flight Sim channel. As always, happy flying.
What's going on, fellow simmers? Captain Gonzo here once again with That Flight Sim channel. As you can tell from the title, another spontaneous, quick little hop back on Flight Sim 2020. Let's take a look at what we got. We are back on the Fenix, this time on the Airbus 319, the almost baby bus. For those of you real aviation fans, you guys know there's another one, the A318. Very rare, not so common anymore, not flying around too much, but this is a beautiful aircraft, and of course, it's Fenix, so what else could we expect, guys? Anyways, guys, I was talking to Captain Flako. We're probably going to try to get another stream in tonight, or maybe even tomorrow. And of course, we'll keep trying for Sunday, as per usual, 10 o'clock Eastern time. But yeah, this is going to be a quick hop by myself. I am on VATSIM. I've already gone ahead and got my route clearance. So let's go ahead and jump in the cockpit, shall we? Okay, getting the stutters again. Sorry, guys. I'm going to try to keep the camera inside for that reason. But let me run you over. So on vPilot, which is the software that we use to connect to VATSIM, right now we've got an ACARS clearance. So we're heading out to Portland. That is KPDX. The route will be Seattle, direct VOR in the Seattle 8. And we're going to be climbing to 17,000, squawking 5202. And I've got all my info here, so let's go ahead and get the aircraft ready, shall we? First thing I want to do, let's call GSX. Let's get the jetway connected. Yeah, let's go with Swissport since we're in United colors. I don't want to go with Alaskan colors. So let's go to Phoenix. Let's import that sim brief. While the jetway is inbound, let's go ahead and start firing up that APU. Get the APU bleed on, APU master, and let's start. Let's arm the emergency lights, seat belts, no smoking signs are on. Let's get our IRSs here. Alright, well that's firing up. We are hooked up to the GPU right now, which is why we've got electronic power on. Electric power, I should say. There's the APU slowly coming online. You can see EGT rising, exhaust gas temperature, and we've got N% climbing as well. So once that APU is hooked up, generator should take over, and then we can disconnect from the ground power unit. So again, guys, I'm going to try to load this as quickly as possible. We do have ATC online, but these are real people, so they could pop off at any time. So I want to make sure that we take advantage so that you guys can at least hear it on the departure end. We've got Seattle approach online, so they will be handling everything on the ground, from taxi, for ground operations to takeoff via tower, and then of course they'll be handling the departure. Now I believe Portland was online last time I checked, but that can all change by the time we get down there. So Kind of sucks. That's why we enjoy flying with Beyond ATC, guys, because you don't have to worry about anybody going offline, but it is AI, and this is real-world people interacting. So if you guys have been watching us for a while now, you know that we love to use Beyond ATC, but it has its quirks, and I like the interaction that we get with real-life people. You can make requests. You don't have to worry about hearing anything out of the norm or any little glitches and stuff. But at the same time, if you mess up, you will get yelled at. So there is that catch. All right, so we're getting the winds request here for our uplink. There we go. Let's check. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to request boarding through GSX so we can see all the cool animations and whatnot. Let's take a look at our numbers here, shall we? It looks like we're going to be flying with about 7,900, almost 8,000 pounds of fuel. We've got 104 passengers on this lovely A319, and we are going to be expecting a takeoff weight just shy of 122,000 pounds. So we'll see how the 319 handles. This is a relatively short hop, but it is a smaller airframe as well. And again, it is a short hop down to Portland, so that's about 27 minutes airtime, total block time of 55 minutes. So while we are waiting for all this to come on board, let's go ahead and tune into ATIS at Seattle. And that will be on 118,000. So let's load it up.
ILS and charted visual approach runway 34 right. Visual approach runway 34 left area navigation. GPS. Runway 34 left. Approach in use. Departing runway 34 right. Departing aircraft plan and brief numbers for both runways 34 right and 34. Simultaneous arrivals to runway 34 left and departures to runway 34 right are in use. Notices to air mission. Arrivals advised if you have 2 runway scenery. Advise on initial contact. You have information kilo.
Okay, let's listen to the intro of this ATIS.
Seattle Tacoma International Airport ATIS information kilo 1853 Zulu. 1350 at 6. Visibility 10. Sky clear below 12,000. Temperature 23. 2.13. Altimeter 3011. ILS and charted visual approach runway 34 right. Visual approach runway 34 left area navigation. GPS. Runway 34 left. Approach in use. Departing runway 34 right. Departing aircraft plan and brief numbers for both runways 34 right and 34. Simultaneous arrivals to runway 34 left and departures to runway 34 right are in use. Notices to air mission. Arrivals advised if you...
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we've got information kilo on board. Looks like we are expecting 34 right for that departure. So that makes me happy because that's exactly what we had planned. Oh, good lord, they're waiting for my doors to open. Sorry, guys. Might have to cut them short because, again, I don't want to miss out on ATC. Let's go to ground services, forward, aft cargo. They are not going to be happy, but hey, they are the ground handlers. So why couldn't they find that switch that's on the belly side of the A319, man? I used to work these planes. I know exactly where that little handle's at. So shame on you guys. But of course, it is Swissport. So what can we expect, man? It's not even United's ground handling. Swissport, if you're listening, this is just a joke. This is just for entertainment purposes only. Do not come after us, please. But yeah, guys, we are in beautiful Seattle TAC scenery here. Of course, none other than Seattle, Washington. This is the OG airport. If you guys are old school flight simmers, you know that before mixed or after mixed field, when you would spawn in default in the Chicago Little Airport, Flight Sim 2004 would have you always start here in Seattle. And so I've done a lot of flying in and out of Seattle, and I love it, man. One of my favorite airports. Anyways, while the boarding's happening, let's go ahead and set the tablet up, and we're going to do an instantaneous load for the mass and balance. You can see everything's already written in from the sim brief, so let's go ahead and load aircraft instant. Let's send it to the McDo. There we go. We've got 114.2, our zero fuel weight CG of 31.4, and a block of about 8.0. we've got the important stuff, guys. Let's go ahead and check our flight plan. Let's go to, no, not CE. Let's go to KSEA Airfield. Let's go to departure. 34 right. We are going to be taking off via the Seattle 8 departure direct to Seattle. And then let me revise that arrival. That was Raider 2 for 28 left. There it is, ILS 28 left. Raider 2. I believe it was Bozo, or Bozo, I would say that. There we go. We've got our flight plan ready to go, guys. Just waiting for the alignment to complete. Let's bring up our performance page. Again, we're going to do the shortcut way. You guys know we know how to do it already, but we got to take advantage of Fenix systems. Track IR doing its thing again. Guys, I'm so close from purchasing a nice VR headset. I got to try out the MetaQuest 3s a few months ago, and it was great, but I've got my eyes on the Pimax Crystal Lite and maybe even the Pimax Crystal Super. So stay tuned for that because it is insane. If you guys haven't tried flying in VR, highly recommend it. Of course, you're going to have to do a lot of tweaking with your settings because it is very hardware intensive. But guys, DCS and flight sim on VR goggles is just ridiculous how good it is. So definitely recommend it. And the Quest 3 for what it is was plenty. I'm a sucker for visual quality and for accuracy. So that's why I want to invest into a high-end, top-tier headset like the Pimax Crystal. Anyways, guys, IR in alignment, 1 more minute, and then we'll be ready to call ground for push and start. So, oh, look at that. These guys already finished loading the plane. Wow. Let me close my doors. Go to Phoenix. Ground service. Remove the G-Poo. The old G-Poo. No longer needed. Oh, why are you opening up? Let me make sure they're closing. Okay, thank God. I was like, man, don't tell me this thing's about to start glitching out and then just stay stuck open. I would have taken off anyways. So yeah, guys, I'm about ready to call Seattle approach here in just a few seconds, and we've got to let them know, hey, we've got information kilo. We're already expecting 3-4 right. We are going to be departing via the Seattle 8 departure once again, maintaining 900,000 feet, expecting 170 or flight level 170.15 nautical miles from Seattle VORTAC. Departure frequency, of course, is with them, and our squawk today is 5202. We'll keep it on standby for now. There we go, nav accuracy upgraded, GPS primary. Let's verify that route pretty quickly. Yeah, it looks like we're headed in the right direction. I'm not going to be too crazy about it tonight, or today, I should say. We go ahead and get our beacon light, or the old bacon. No, we're not going to interrupt the pushback. We're going to wait. There goes the jetway. Make sure the doors are closed. All right, that looks good to me. Let me verify my audio settings real quick. Make sure they're nice and tidy. Oh yeah, they're pretty loud, so let's bring it down. I want you guys to listen in on the engines, of course, but don't want you to be thrown off by it. All right, just waiting for the tug and for the ground personnel to let me know that we are ready for pushback. You don't have to call them, interrupt pushback. No, there they go. Oh wow, she was already, or they were underneath the airplane already. All right, so we've got our bacon. Not the beacon, it's the bacon light, boys and girls. Let's get our fuel pumps on. Let's just do a quick overhead check. Nothing seems out of whack. We'll check that company message in a few. I'm not too worried about it. Again, I'm not going for accuracy today, guys. This is just a quick hop, trying to enjoy a little and limited time that we might have with ATC online. So I'm gonna go ahead and give them a call now, let them know what gate we're at, and let them know we're ready for push and start. I think this is Charlie 15. stutters. Okay, Charlie 15 minutes. Let's reset the camera. Okay, we're back. Whew, had a little heart attack there. All right, guys, here we go. Let's give him a call. Seattle approach, good afternoon. United 361 with Kilo, gate Charlie 15, ready for push to start.
United 361, Seattle approach, push and start approved. Onto the green line, report spot 66 for taxi.
On the green line, report spot 66 for taxi for United 361. Guys, I'll be honest, I have no idea what that means, so we'll figure it out. Well, let's go with nose to the left, or tail to the left, because that's where we're heading. All right, let's go ahead and release the parking brake. There we go. I don't know why it feels a little bit laggy all of a sudden. Let me lower the music a bit. All right, let's get engine number 1 fired up. So here we go. Engine 1 master 2 on. Engine. I think I see what they're talking about. I mean, are those green? Can't tell, man. I know he said something about green spot 66 or whatever the heck that was. Oh well, we're about to get yelled at, so. Oh, I can't wait. All right, let's go to start. Let's go to airport info. I don't know why it's doing this. Yeah, that's definitely green right there. Let's zoom in a little bit because I can't tell. Set the parking brake and let's fire up number 2. Let's see if we got any more ground reference charts here because I've got no idea. No, these are just for lower RVR. Okay, so we just pushed back. Oh, there we go. Okay, I see the 66 now. Okay, I know exactly what he was talking about. So center green, taxi lane, wingspan restrictions of 135 feet or less. So that is going to be our taxi out, and we can expect to taxi via Bravo and come down to 34 right.
The field approach, good afternoon. JetBlue 5150 is with you on the Hawks 7 arrival. 6,000. I'm sorry, we are at 14,000. JetBlue 5150 shall approach, I sent.
Alright, let's confirm that we've got a good engine start, guys. Confirm good engine start. I'm not hearing the ground interacting with the cockpit for whatever reason.
JetBlue 5150 radar contact, and I think you said you have information, Juliet. Yes, saddle altimeter is 3011. Expect ILS 34 right approach via Sonder.
All
right, we do have Juliet. We'll expect the ILS 34 right, JetBlue 5150.
And again, for those of you guys who may not know, what you're hearing in the background is actual live people on the VATSIM network as well as live ATC. So that is us communicating with human beings.
And JetBlue 5150, I'm sorry, you probably didn't get the instruction from the center because it's not online. Descend via the Hawks 7 arrival. I did not, yes. So we'll go ahead and descend via the arrival, JetBlue 5150. Thank you.
There goes the tug, guys. Looks like for our departure, we're going to keep the pitch trim there neutral. Let's go to flight control. Yep, not too heavy, and we're looking at V1 of 147, and then 150 V2. once I call them now, I'm going to let them know, hey, I'm ready for taxi via green line spot 66 to 34 right. Let's set this to auto. There's the streamer. Let's get our taxi light on. Alright, and I'll give him a call now. And Seattle approach. United 361, green line, spot 66, ready to taxi 34 right.
United 361, runway 34 right, taxi via Bravo.
34 right via Bravo, United 361. There we go, guys, just as we planned. Parking brake is coming off. We're on the move. Go ahead and set our auto brake to max. And again, guys, let's stick to that center line on the green. And then we're gonna have a left-hand turn. Tiago Mendez, howdy, man, what's going on? Yeah, we're doing a quick hop. This is just a spontaneous, quick little stream here by myself.
Hi,
So,
Captain.
yeah.
The cabin is now secure for takeoff.
So yeah, we'll just be heading down to Portland, man. I just wanted to take advantage that we have ATC online, and I didn't want to miss out on that opportunity. So this is the only region that I can see on the country right now that had ATC online. So let's see how it goes, man. Hopefully they keep us entertained for a little bit. All right, where's Bravo? Bravo's, yep, out there. We'll do a takeoff config test. Everything's good. No blue. That's good. Clear on the right, clear on the left. God, it helps that even though I haven't flown in Seattle in quite a bit, just remembering the orientation of the runways alone, besides your runway signs right there, of course, and your markings, really helps, guys.
Yeah, approach, good afternoon. Sun Country 283 is out of flight level 210, descending. Sun Country 283, shall approach low, ident.
Let's kill the APU, guys. We don't need it anymore.
Ident, Sun Country 283. 283, radar contact 20 miles east of Jackson. Descend and maintain 1-2000. Juliet's current Seattle altimeter is 3011. Expect visual approach 34 right. Says 1-2000 at the altimeter 234 right. Sun Country 2.
Alright guys, we're just hanging along for the ride. We're going to take Bravo all the way down. Love the scenery. Again, looks great. Obviously, this is home to a lot of Alaskan airline operations, but I figured why not get United involved in here today. And I completely forgot to install the Fenix A319 and the 320 Alaskan liveries, so that's on me, guys. Guys, just a quick side note, obviously you see that our format today is back to our usual, just one display, obviously, because I'm just streaming by myself, and I don't have my webcam, or in this case, the iPad. That's what I use for a webcam. I don't have it enabled, so just trying to go back to the method that we know works, has the best quality. But keep in mind, we are working on making our multiple stream output a lot better by this Sunday. So stay tuned. Yeah, Tiago, you're 100% correct, man. Unfortunately, tonight I might be a little busier. Depends on what's going on, but I'm going to try. Maybe I can get on and see if we can get another flight in. Alright. Let's check our clearance again. So we are cleared. Seattle 8 departure. Maintain 900,000. Let's go ahead and go squat Charlie. Then we're gonna hold short here. And Seattle approach, United 361, holding short 34 right, Bravo, ready to go.
United 361, runway 34 right, wind 3606, clear for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, 34 right for United 361. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get our strobes on. Let's get the full party on, alright? Oh, I think I just saw somebody spawn in here. bring up my departure to see what we're doing. There's definitely somebody on the runway there. Let's clear this fault. And let's get into flex, MCT. What the heck is that? Oh my god, it's like a huge flying boat. And V1, rotate. Here we are. Positive rate of climb, gear up. Climb heading 341 on Seattle 341. Throttles to climb.
At 361, set of departure, contact, climb and maintain 15,000.
Climb maintain 15,000, United 361. Flaps up. There we go.
At 361, turn left, heading 180.
Left 180, United 361.
JetBlue 5150 at Sonder, cleared ILS, 34 right approach. Alright, clear for the ILS, 34 right at Sonder, JetBlue 5150.
Yeah, Tiago, I think you're correct, man. We don't have much coverage. I know. Sometimes we just got to time it with a good event or something, but for now, I'm loving this, man. I'm already loving the, like you see, like just a custom heading here and all that. I know Beyond ATC does it as well, but this just feels so much more natural, man. And I feel like I'm a little bit more on edge now, making sure I'm listening and following instructions. But guys, this is why Beyond ATC is a good resource to train with. So if you're a little concerned about getting on VATSIM, try practicing with Beyond ATC. I promise you, it'll make you a lot better. You're gonna nail those communication formats and all that. Whoops, I forgot to switch back to my VHF for my cabin.
That is 361 for direct Buzo.
Clear direct Buzo, United 361. Yeehaw, there we go. Let's go direct Buzo. Enter. And now we're on the managed flight plan on nav. There we go. Guys, super
JetBlue
easy.
5150, are you direct Blues right now? That's affirmative, JetBlue 5150. 5150, roger. Cross Blues at or above 4,000. Cleared ILS 34 right approach. You're just not flying that approach from Sonder correctly. You need to make sure that when you load it in there that you're selecting the VIA from Sonder because you're supposed to go to Neil and then Blues. I apologize that. Yeah, the VIA didn't show up on the Navigraph flight plan, so I didn't realize that, but I'll make sure I do that next time. That's weird. I'll have to check that myself. The only reason I say it's weird is because that's like you're like the 5th aircraft today that I cleared for that approach, and they've all done the same thing. So it makes me think maybe there might be something wrong with it. I'll have to check that. Appreciate the info. Yeah, sure thing. It just says like direct Krieg, the Hawk 7, but doesn't display a VIA in the route, unfortunately. I think it should though. Yeah, definitely. Normally they'll be like, you know, you click the VIA button and let you select where you want to start the approach from. And I'll check it myself later, and then if there is, I'll put a bug report in or something. Awesome. Thank you. Appreciate that. Yep.
Well, guys, you heard that chatter going on.
I hate lecturing people when they know what they're supposed to be doing, especially if there's a problem or something. It makes me feel weird. Yeah, it's definitely we definitely have the VIA within the FNC, but it doesn't display on the flight plan, so I didn't choose one purposely. So I definitely could have chosen one. I probably need to just dig out the charts and make sure I go through the route.
Yeah, usually when you're arriving on a star like that, if they're clearing you off of some initial approach fix and not giving you a vector to final, you usually are going to be loading a VIA section because that's how it transitions from the star to the approach. If you just load the approach, what it'll do normally is put the intermediate fix in, which in this place is clues.
And these guys are having a full-on lecture.
Do that, but it could be something wrong with it. It could be a mistake. Either way, it's not a huge deal.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. And I think that's exactly what it is. I just need to dig out the chart before I pop it into the FNC just to make sure. Members.
No worries. Sun Country 283, set and maintain 7,000.
7,000, Sun Country 283.
United 361, leave my airspace. Further ATC is not available. Radar service terminated. Frequency change approved.
Frequency change approved. Thanks for the help tonight, and we'll see you next time. United 361.
Have a good one.
All right, guys. Well, that's it. That's the fun right there, man. So I'm going to give a few more minutes to see if anybody hops on to AATC down in Portland. If not, I might just have to turn on Beyond ATC
51.
and see what we can do. So anyways, let's go ahead and climb up to 17,000, which is our final cruise altitude. Man, that sucks. I was hoping we get some more action, but hey, at least you guys got to see the departure end, which is always probably one of my favorite parts. But then again, on the arrival sequences, it gets really interesting when you've got a live ATC giving you some vectors and all that kind of fun stuff. So now that we're doing whatever the heck we want, let's take a look outside. Oh yeah, that baby bus looking good. There's Seattle back there to our 6, 7 o'clock. I can see nav lights and strobes. Somebody's inbound over there. Tiago, you know, I was thinking about doing a flight to San Francisco, but I didn't know how much time I was going to have. So that's why I decided to do Portland. But my God, I am tempted to just do some air-to-air refueling now with the 319 and just say, screw it, let's go down to San Francisco or take it all the way to Los Angeles. Man, that breaks my heart. I was looking, I promise you, man, I was looking on the VATSIM map, trying to figure out who was online and planning everything out, and I'm like, perfect, Seattle to Portland. I know Portland was just online too, man, so, that bothers me. I wish I could time warp down there. Alright guys, anyways, welcome to 17,000 feet. Seatbelt signs are off. We've got like 3 passengers on board tonight. That is interesting. I thought I had 104. Maybe once I interrupted the boarding process, that's what happened. They were like, alright, we're only loading 16 people and that's it. You guys take it from there. Enter destination data. Yeah, we're pretty much already there, or on our way there. So let's go back to the Fenix app. Guys, if you don't know this, you can check your METAR for your arrival on the My Flights tab. Click on the other tab here, or the other little window. So you've got your Seattle, which is your departure, your arrival, and your alternate. So let's go arrival. Portland METAR winds from the northwest at 3 knots, so practically winds calm. Visibility 10 miles, temperature 27, 2.11, altimeter 3005. And our alternate has similar conditions, winds calm. It's good, man. It should be a nice, easy approach. Yeah, Tiago, definitely California. It's obviously a busier airspace, so I know that they staff it a lot better. But it's like you said, going back to your previous message, I think it's a Friday. People are still working, coming home from a long work week. I work 4/10s Monday through Thursday, so I have Fridays off all day. And it's like my little cheat day. You know, I can just hang out, do my own thing. But yeah, it'd be awesome if Flako and I can get online maybe later tonight, do another stream, and just kind of repeat the same flow that I just did right now. And hopefully we get more coverage on ATC. Also, guys, stay tuned because Captain Jose, for those of you that might remember from our previous streams, he is the real-life Airbus pilot. He flies everything from the 319 to the 321, both with the CEO and the Neo configurations, and he's flown with us a few times. Now that we've got 3 different airframes from Fenix, we are going to be planning a flight where all 3 of us are in a different one, and then we're going to compare performance, we're going to compare how they behave. I really want to hear Jose's feedback on the 319 and the 321, because I feel like there are subtle differences that we're not used to on the 320, and I know that he will be the first one to point them out. So I can't wait for that. We might be able to do that this Sunday. So once again, guys, that Flight Sim channel, we typically do our streams Sunday nights, 10 p.m. Eastern. Maybe a little earlier this week, or maybe even a little later, because it is a holiday weekend. So stay tuned for that. We might try to post on the community and let you guys know beforehand. But we always appreciate you guys tuning in and watching us. Oh, you know what? I completely forgot to get my overlay on. See if we can enable that real quick. Just putting the information in here. Tiago saying, my professor called in sick, so no college for me. Man, I remember when I went through college, I used to love getting those text messages when they said, hey, class is canceled. I never bothered fighting that, not one bit, I promise you. There we go, guys. Got the overlay. You'll be seeing it in just a second. Sorry about that, guys. I completely forgot to set it up before we even took off. It's just, when I'm by myself, I tend to forget a lot of stuff, and Captain Flako and I, we keep each other honest, man, and it helps out when we've got multiple set of eyes. So there you go, guys. You'll be seeing the overlay. We've got about 71 nautical miles to our arrival at Portland. 17,570 fixed according to this. But we are flight level 170. And again, we haven't transitioned through flight level 180, so we don't have to reset our altimeter to standard. Ground speed of 379 knots, not too shabby. We've got a slight quartering headwind from the southwest. 225 at 12 knots. Not too bad, guys. And if you take a look here on my navigation display, let me zoom in. You can see that white arrow right there, that kind of arrow before Helen's. We will be beginning our descent there shortly. And you know what, guys? I don't want to ruin the flight. I don't want to get beyond ATC involved now. I feel like it's just going to get annoying and buggy, especially during a cruise. I don't know. Just going to fly it solo, do my own thing, and arrive down to Portland. Take a look outside. There's the beautiful Mount St. Helens, I believe? I always screw it up here. I don't know why, man. My geography skills suck. So for those of you native to Seattle and Washington State, I apologize. I'm just a lonely Florida man down here who has no idea what a mountain is. Yeah, Mount St. Helens. I believe that's what it is. And it's funny because just about a month or two ago, Flako and I were doing a flight out here, and I screwed it up. I said Mount Rainier, I believe, which is not 100% bad. It's somewhere around here, I know that, but again, Florida man, we don't know what a mountain is, so sorry. Guys, and just to, again, I'm just simping for Phoenix. Look at the attention to detail. Again, these liveries are provided through their livery manager, so once you purchase the product, you get access to their suite. You know how when you start up the flight, it loads into the actual external app for the Phoenix, but look at the level of detail, man. I think these are 8K textures. And I think they also have an option where you can run lower quality if you're having some issues with your performance, but Flako and I have some decent systems. These are powered by the RTX 4080. 16 gigabytes. I'm running the AMD 7950X3D, 64 gigs of RAM, DDR5, 6000 megahertz. So I try to push my hardware as best as I can to enjoy the scenes and enjoy the graphics. Look at the detail on this, man. I love it. And guys, you know that I'm a sucker for the PMDG 737, and I think the 800 is obviously that go-to for everybody, just like the A320 is on the Phoenix side. But I love the shorter versions of the airplane, man. I love the 319 and the 700 and even the 600 on the 737. I think they look cool, man. I think it's just a beautiful airplane. The proportions are just right. Now, I can't wait till we get the Sharklets mod here on the Phoenix side, man. That's going to be amazing. Whoa! Whoa. Woo. You guys saw that. My displays were just completely dark there. I thought I had a failure or some type of glitch. All right, let's go ahead and reset our altitude. Let's bring it down to, I don't know, 4,000, 3,000 feet. We're just passing our top of descent here now. There we go, decelerate. There's the green ball. So now the aircraft is going to start pitching down. We reset it. There we go. There's our vertical speed indicator. We're dropping that nose. Looks like we're going to be descending at about 275. There we go. That's a steep approach or a steep descent there, but they'll start stabilizing. Let's add some drag here. And again, the McDo reminded me to enter my arrival information. So let's refresh the METAR. 3003 on the altimeter. Temperature 28. Let me verify that nobody's online at Portland. Yep, still nobody. Sorry, guys. Just want to make sure that I'm not flying in their airspace without communicating. I've done that before. I was doing a flight to Atlanta, and I was already on the descent through the star, and halfway through, I was like, oh, snap, they're online. Once I gave him a call, he wasn't too happy that I was just doing my own thing, but he never messaged me. And if you guys have used vPilot before, you guys know that you can get messages here through the ACAR system. They'll let you know, like, hey, man, give me a call. All right, there we go. We're established 2,300 feet a minute. Let's take the speed brakes back out. All right, so we've got our information for the arrival, 3003 on the altimeter. Let's go ahead and start setting that up now. There we go. Now let's go ahead and bring up that star. Portland, all, arrival. Goes to crater 2, RNAV arrival. Yep, we're already on our way, so we got to cross crater. Below 13,000, above 10,000. Looks like we are on track for that. That's good. No speed restrictions there. So we're going to star that, and let's grab, star the star. Jokes. Let's look up 28 left for the localizer, or ILS, I should say. Oh, God, track IR, man. Okay, looks like our minimums are at 306, so let's set the barrel for the approach. 306. And we'll be landing with a full flaps. Final approach speed of 124. So once again, guys, pretty easy flight. Let me set my seatbelt signs on. Let's go ahead and reduce speed here to 250, sending through 10,000. Go ahead and get our landing lights on, wing inspection light on. Make sure my passengers are not fooling around back there. Nope, nobody's in the lab. No services are being rendered. Oh, that guy is having a headache. Look at that. He doesn't look too happy, man. He looks like he's just going through a breakup or something. Man, those are the eyes of sadness right there. Kind of ominous to have him looking into the cockpit too. I don't know. Flight 365, what's up, man? Welcome aboard. We are on the short flight here on our way to Portland from Seattle on the Fenix A319. Thanks for tuning in, man. Haven't seen you in a few weeks. I know our streaming services have been a little funky here and there. We've been on and off, but glad to see you back on board, man. And just to catch you up, so if you're just tuning in, that we did depart Seattle with ATC coverage. Seattle approach was online. So we were talking to them just about maybe 10 minutes ago that we disconnected from their frequency. We're on the Unicom 122.8. So you'll probably hear me making some calls here shortly as we get near Portland to let them know where we're at and all that. Ah, gotcha, Fly 365. Man, I graduated high school back in 2011. So it's been a hot minute, man. I've been out of high school for a while, so that should give you an idea of how old I am. And Flako well, it's even a few years before that. So in 2011, I was starting my career with the Air Force. So yeah, it's been a while, man. It's been a while, but all good, man. Welcome aboard. Thanks for tuning in, man, after high school. I feel like you guys could have some more cooler stuff to do than watch us goobers here flying on VATSIM. But thanks for tuning in, man. I appreciate the love. Let's go to Portland, start. Check where we're at. Guys, we're almost there. But we got to cross liquid at 6,000. Looks like we're on track for that. So we're looking for that river. Where's that river at? I know Portland is somewhere out there. I think I see the airfield over there. Yep. What? Fly 365, congrats, man. 800 subs. We are just a little bit ahead of you, man. We were just barely breaking the 800 mark a few months ago, so I know it feels awesome, man. Glad to see that you're growing, and glad to see the engagement, man. That always makes us happy. So thank you for tuning in once again, man. I really appreciate that, and we wish you nothing but the best with your channel. Hopefully you keep gaining subscribers, man. Nowadays, the best way to gain subscribers and gain followers, from what we can tell, is just be proactive, engage with your viewers, make sure you're putting some content out there, put the work in. Oh, awesome. So Fly 365, I don't know if you saw from last week's, but that's what I use, man. I've got the, whatchamacallit? I've got the Honeycomb Alpha Bravo set. It'll change your world. And for my rudder pedals, I use the Windwing Orion 2, or the Skywalker as they're known. So definitely check that out. Tiago, I believe this scenery is from Flightbeam. Yes, yeah, I do have the third-party add-on. I just can't remember who makes the scenery. I've got so much scenery between Flako and I. We've just gone crazy buying all the sceneries and all that stuff, so I think it is Flightbeam. I love how it looks. Alright, so we got to cross sun at 210, so let's go ahead and start reducing speed now. 210. Let's give a call to the cabin, let them know we'll be landing in about 10-15 minutes. And I'm going to make a call on the Unicom here. Portland traffic, United 361 Type A319 on the Crater 2 arrival. 7 miles to the north of Sun. We'll be expecting the ILS 28 left. So again, guys, once we're on the Unicom, you want to start advising your position to other traffic. That way, if anybody's at Portland, they know where we're at, what we're doing, and then we'll keep them up to date. Let me bring up the approach plate now. It looks like hipster. So we're coming into ready or reedy. No, we're going straight to Hannah. Okay. Okay, that makes sense. Check our approach plate. So at Hannah, we should be at 2,900 feet, and once we get to Adam 2,000, capture that glide slope and begin setting up for the touchdown on 28 left. That's 2,900. Yeah, Fly 365. I don't know if you're talking about the stream quality or if you're talking about the honeycomb, but yes to all. So, Fly 365, I think my favorite plane so far has to be... Whew, that's hard, man. You're putting me on the spot there. Can't go wrong with the Phoenix, but I'm a sucker for the Phoenix and the PMDG 737. And if you're asking about any other type of airplane, like GA, it would be the Black Square Duke. The Black Square Duke is one of our all-time favorites, man. Let me make a call here real quick on Unicom. Portland traffic, United 361, crossing Sun. On the Crater 2 RNAV, expecting ILS 28 left. Portland traffic. Have you guys checked out the latest handcrafted airports in Europe? They're looking great. Yes. Yeah, Tiago, I did the update, and man, I was blown away by the quality of everything. Phenomenal job. And Fly 365, thanks, man. Thanks for the clarification, letting us know it looks great. We're always happy to hear that, man. We want you guys to get the best view. We don't care about what we see on our side, man. It's more about what you guys get to see. and how you guys get to be immersed in the action. All right, let's go ahead and go flaps 1 here. Check out the flaps coming in. Oh yeah. You see those slats? All right, guys, I think I'm gonna do is take over the controls here. I'm gonna make a heading turn to the right here. Let's go 180. Keep descending. Let's engage the localizer mode. Landing system. Let's reduce speed to 180. Yeah, let's make it 170. There's Hannah. Yeah, Flight Sim 365. We haven't tried the Max for Flight Sim 2020, but I know that I think it's iFly Max. They're going to be developing their version for the 2020 sim, and it might even be 2024 at this point, to be honest. I can't wait to see that because I've been waiting for a good Max, and we just haven't purchased the one that's available right now on the sim marketplace. But good to hear, man. That's good. Portland traffic, United 361, making a right base, setting up for the 28 left approach. Portland traffic. Scanning for the airfield now. There she is. There's 28 left. Let's reduce speed a little bit more. 160. Let's go flaps 2. Let's arm the speed brake so that we're ready when we touch down. Just waiting for that localizer. The winds are a little funky here. Yeah, just the A320 there, Flight 365. I don't know about any other new planes that will be free in the 2024 sim. I think it also depends on what version of the sim you get, just like 2020. But I know that they're going to have the default Cirrus jet, that one from Flight Sim Studios, I think it is, or Flight Simware, so it's going to be awesome. All right, guys, let's get landing gear down. We're setting up for our approach here. Let's enable approach mode. Oh, yeah. There's the gear, baby. Green. Let's get our landing lights, or our runway turn off, taxi light. Let's start slowing down to that final approach speed of 124. Let's go flaps full now. Yep, Tiago, that's right. The 7.3's Max, I believe, will also be free in the sim on 2024. So once again, I can't wait for that sim to come out. I'm just eager, a little bit nervous, not gonna lie, to see how the computer handles it. So it'll be an interesting time for all of us to discover. And I really, really hope, please, Flight Sim, do a launcher, do something that's gonna help with the loading times. I hate how long it takes for the sim to start from the desktop. Once I'm in the sim, it's no big deal. It fires up and everything loads up quickly, but it's that initial load up. I'm averaging 7 to 8 minutes right now. I've tried everything, man. All right, Flight 365. Yeah, we'll see you in a few minutes, man. We're just about to touch down here, so no worries, man. I still appreciate you tuning in. Portland traffic, United 361 established on the localizer 28 left, approximately 7.5 miles. Portland traffic. Guys, we are on a beautiful approach here. G is flying just nicely. Look at that. Hands are off the controls. I've got the auto throttle and the autopilot doing everything for me right now. Yeah, Tiago, I don't get it, man. They got to figure out a way to fix that. Supposedly they're going to a cloud-based startup now. I hope that's the case because it'll be a lot quicker, man. I have pretty good internet. I've got, again, good hardware, but I just feel like the sim is limited, man, with that kind of stuff. I know that they're also implementing the change to where you can just have custom profiles for your controls for every aircraft, and once you load up into the plane, boom, automatically you have everything configured how you want it. You don't have to go in and change the settings like we have to do here. So let's hope so, man. Yeah, you see, Tiago, yeah, like you say you don't have a lot of add-ons, and I have a lot of add-ons, and we're both experiencing about the same load-up time, so I don't get it, man. I just don't get it. Maybe I'm just whining too much. I don't know. Alrighty, guys, I'm gonna take my, I'm gonna go ahead and take controls now. Autopilot is off. Auto throttle off. Let's shut the alarm. Ooh, easy, easy. Slow her down, slow her down. A little bit hot here on the approach. Let's go ahead and drop that nose, reduce throttle. Portland traffic, United 361, short final, 28 left. Is that somebody on the runway there? Yep, somebody's just spawned in. Beautiful, just lovely. Well, guys, you're about to see a mid-air collision or runway collision here. Check it out, look at IKEA. Best Buy, PetSmart, Target. I love the scenery, man. I should focus on flying, not the scenery. That's not good. Coming in pretty hot here. Yeah, Tiago, I'm loving this approach, man. This is beautiful, man. I should have set a nice little sunset here. Well, guys, there's going to be some damage coming up here. We've got an airplane just sitting on the runway.
Light slow. Light slow.
Is that an MD-11? Oh my god.
Light slow. Light slow.
Little right rudder. There we go. Uh-oh.
30. 20. Retard. 10. 5.
Woo! Somebody get me some toast for that butter. 2 in reverse. I'll take that landing any day, boys and girls. Man, I'm happy. That was a great approach on my end. I'm not trying to, you know, fluff my head up a little bit too much here, but I am happy with that. Let's go ahead and vacate here. What is this? What taxiway? Echo. Portland traffic, United 361 vacating 28 left at Echo. Portland traffic. Alright, let's go ahead and disarm the speed brakes. Let's go ahead and turn off landing lights, runway turn off, wing light off, taxi, fire up the APU, APU bleed. Thanks, Tiago. Appreciate it, man. I was damn happy about that. And I mean, if I didn't land good with this beautiful weather and partially no winds, I would have been very ashamed of myself. What also helps is you can flare this bad boy a little bit good here because, you know, again, shorter Airbus, so you don't have to worry about that tail strike. With the 321, you got to be a lot more careful with that. Let's see what gates are here. Let's go to Charlie 23. That looks open. Come on, man. Charlie, let's go to 23. Show me the spot and activate. There it is. Let's go with ASIC since we're in United Colors. Thanks again, man. Thanks, guys. I really appreciate the feedback on the landing. I've gotten a hang of flying this thing. Definitely feels great. And this is actually my first flight on the 319, maybe my second one. So I'm happy you guys like that, man. Oh, my APU never fired up. Turn off our taxi light here as we taxi in. There's the marshaller. Yeah, negative 113 feet a minute. I'll take that all day, man. All day. They've got the cargo loaders. Guys, so this is what I was saying the other day about configuring the gates to the aircraft you're flying in. I didn't do it. I was rushing to get the flight started. And you can see that we've got the incorrect cargo loaders on. Okay, we're stopping here, I guess. It's a little short. He's giving me the sign to cut off the engines. Just waiting for the APU to fire up. Alright, APU generator should be online. Let's go ahead and kill those engines. Boom, boom. Wow, I never turn off the strobe lights. What a noob. Let's get that jetway connected. Turn off the bacon. Remember, it's not beacon, it's bacon. Alright, we're ready for the jetway to hook up here. Let's go ahead and turn off the seatbelt signs. Turn off our fuel pumps. At least the jetway loaded up into the right position. Again, I haven't configured this gate, guys, so it's gonna probably look a little funky. Let's clear that out. Or deboarding requested already. Beautiful. All right, so that's happening in the background. Yeah, Fly 365. I was mentioning that earlier, man. I think I'm gonna be getting myself a pair of VR goggles here shortly. Don't know when. Fortunately, I've got other priorities to take care of, man. So yeah, I can't just go and spend the money because the wife will literally kill me. But I don't know. I'm working on something, man. But guys, check it out. We've got a modified 319 taking the K loaders for cargo containers. Obviously, that is not realistic at all. You can see how that cargo loader is just destroying our #2 engine there. And look at that. The cargo containers are literally scraping the inside of that cargo hold. At least they came to the right door. I'll give them that. Wow. Offline there too, guys. Look at that. Off center. This is funny, man. So this is what GSX does for you, the default, man, if you don't set it up properly. But yeah, Fly 365, so the VR goggles that I'm looking at are probably going to be the Crystal Light. I really want to get that Crystal Super. They are releasing some point later this year. But good lord, the cheapest model is like $1,700, $1,800. And I don't know, man. I can't justify spending that much money on something that I'm only going to use for DCS primarily. I might start using it more on Flight Sim, but I don't know, man. I just don't know if I can spend that much money, man. They do have financing options at least, so maybe I'll take that route. But from what I'm seeing, the Crystal Light is more than plenty, guys, for what we need, especially in Flight Sim. You guys know you want to read your displays, your gauges, and have good visual accuracy on your surroundings. And all the videos that I've seen and the feedback is that the Crystal Light is the way to go. It is under $1,000. I think it's like $700 for the cheapest model with no local dimming. And the one that I'm looking at is the one with local dimming. And one of the reasons, that I'm looking at the light is because it is a lot lighter. That's why they call it the light. You lose a lot of the weight from not having a battery. You don't have a bunch of stuff on it, and it's just plug and play. So guys, stay tuned. I don't know. Maybe in a couple weeks, I'll make a surprise stream wearing VR goggles, and you guys can make fun of me as I figure out what the heck I'm doing. But Fly, if you haven't checked out the Quest 3, I think it's one of the best budget-friendly goggles. And dude, the quality on that headset was actually impressive. I was flying DCS, and I never got to really tweak it and get the settings just right. So I couldn't find that sweet spot. But man, those pancake lenses are unique. And if you go to YouTube and look up reviews, a lot of people say that the Quest 3 is significantly better than a lot of the options out there, even other options that are more expensive. But again, comparing it to the Pimax Crystal lineup, I don't think there's any comparison. I think the clarity that you get from Pimax is unbeatable. And of course, if you've got the money and you can fund even more expensive headsets, there's also the Somnium, I don't know how to say it, SR1 or VR1. Those are insane. You've also got the Varjo Aero. I don't even know, man. I don't know much about VR, as you can see, but check it out. Do some research on YouTube, Google, and make sure that before you make that commitment to purchase a goggle or a set of goggles, that you are absolutely sure that's what you want, man. And the only reason I got to try out the Quest 3 was because a coworker of mine was friendly enough to let me borrow them for about 3 weeks. And I'm telling you, man, DCS was out of this world with VR. Anyways, guys, here we are. We're in Portland. We made it. Really quick hop. sorry we couldn't get more ATC coverage, man. I was hoping we could hear some more stuff, but it is what it is. That's the downfall of VATSIM. You can't never be guaranteed to have coverage. But guys, thank you again for watching. I'm going to be hopping offline here in just a few minutes. Just enjoy the visuals here as our lovely payloaders back away and admire the beauty of the A319. Guys, stay tuned because we might get a live stream tonight, but don't quote me on that. Got to see what Flako's up to. Want to see if he's available later tonight, and I might be doing some things later on tonight. But if we're not doing it tonight, I promise you we are going to be online on Sunday night, this Sunday at 10 o'clock Eastern. So don't forget to watch us that Sunday night. We'll try to be tweaking our multiple output for the stream so you guys can enjoy some better visuals and more interaction. And again, we might get Captain Jose, the real life Airbus pilot, to fly with us. So guys, thank you again for watching. I love you guys. Tiago, Flight 365, all of you guys who are watching, and if you're watching this on the future, shout out to you guys. Appreciate the love. If you haven't subscribed to our channel, don't forget to just subscribe and drop a like, drop a comment. And guys, like I heard another YouTuber say, if you don't like us and it turns out that this is not the channel for you, the best thing or the worst thing you can do is just unsubscribe, and we're perfectly fine with that. We're just trying to make sure that everybody gets the engagement they're looking for, and we're trying to make this the one-stop shop for flight sim stuff. So I know we've got a lot of stuff that we can improve on, but I promise you, Flako and I are putting in the time, we're putting in the dedication, buying the equipment that we need to make our channel a lot better. So thanks again, man, and don't worry about it, man. I appreciate the love. So with that being said, guys, take it easy, and as always, happy flying. See ya.
Thank you for choosing that Flight Sim channel. We invite you to our next stream as we take the skies once again. Until next time, and as always, happy flying.